Alright, this has been a while, so I'm going to get back to it. Get ready for a string of movie reviews I forgot to do, which I should have done earlier, but here we go. So, Snow White, let's rip this band-aid off. I actually liked it. I thought it was alright. Not too bad. I mean, I know this film has gone through, what's the word? It's gone through a lot. It's been through a lot. We'll talk about the behind-the-scenes stuff, but I think the film was okay. It was pretty good. I didn't hate it. It's not as bad as everyone thinks it is, but it's alright. I think it feels like, a Disney Channel original movie. Okay, that sounds like an insult. It's not. I don't think it's an insult. Okay, I can see how it is an insult, but it's not. Or a streaming movie, but I liked it. Rachel Zegler was amazingly cast. I do believe in some parts of the film, I felt like there's some really cool moments, but not all of them landed perfectly. Like there was a moment, it's okay, here's a cool moment, let's hit the home run, and it didn't quite land all the way. But it was alright. I really enjoyed it. It was really nice. There's some the climax though I felt like it was going somewhere, but it kind of lost its magic a little bit though. But for the most part, it's nice. I feel bad for the honest trailer. Ryan George is such a great YouTuber. Boy, he had his way of poking fun at the movies, not being too mean, but really points out, that's what the movie is. But anyway, I really liked it, and I think Rachel Zegler is a fantastic actress. She did a great job with this film. Gal Gadot's pretty good as the Evil Queen. Her singing is, it's not the best, but you can tell there's some effort put in there. I know some people are going to be thinking, Dimo, are you okay? What's wrong with you? Look, that's my opinion, so whatever. Andrew Burnap, he's really cool. I could take on him being this maverick Flynn Rider, gets a rap, kind of like Flynn Rider thief and his merry band of thieves, and they kind of like how he and her character and Rachel butt heads a little bit. That's pretty cool. The doors, the doors were not cool. It's kind of weird though, because there was one of the I forgot who plays. Okay, let's look this up real quick. Let's go to Wikipedia. Okay, that's a lot of news there. Okay, we're gonna go to the cast section of Wikipedia. Andrew Burnett, Jonathan, thank you. That's what he plays. Yeah, so one of the actors that plays Jonathan's friends, he's a little person, and it was great. He was really he was a fan of the crossbow, and I like this character. It was really really cool. But I wish they had just casted live action actors for the dwarf roles. Yeah, and I understand, Peter Dinklage, who's a fantastic actor, look him up. Knowing Game of Thrones, he spoke out about, they were going to hire seven dwarves in the Snow White Seven Dwarfs, which I totally understand his controversial statements. Well, his statements to the controversy. This is back when the film was announced. I think Disney reacted and decided to go a different direction. But I think, it's interesting, But it's funny, Martin Kleba, who was a great actor in Pirates of the Caribbean, he was in this movie, and he was in a Snow White movie with Julia Roberts and Lily Collins years ago. So he's in this movie, he plays one of the mocap for the dwarves. It's one of those weird things where, the motion capture CG dwarves were fine. It was a little jarring, though, but it works. But it's one of those things I don't know, I feel like this could just follow through in it, because there's one of the characters who's friends with Jonathan in the movie. He did a great job. All his personality was kind of cool. Looked like David Grohl from Foo Fighters, by the way. But yeah, I kind of wish they just followed through on that, and there's interesting moments in the movie. I've followed Rachel Zegler's character career for a while. The story's not bad. It's kind of basic though. The pacing's kind of off though. Yeah, there's moments in the movie we don't see the evil queen for a while. And I was like, what's going on here? And there was the huntsman, which his character was cool. It was alright. I felt it could have been more to him. Kind of like the character that Chris Hemsworth played years ago. But yeah, I think Rachel Zegler really, she's great. I don't know, it's one of those weird things with this movie. It's kind of unfortunate, I think this movie was doomed from the start. Because a lot of people saying should this movie have been made. A lot of people didn't like Rachel Zegler's casting. And of course, Gal Gadot's political views were praised and criticized, and Rachel Zegler's political views were praised and criticized. And Rachel Zegler had some comments about reimagining the movie when this movie was announced, at D20, people didn't like her response because they want. I understand her comments wanted to update the movie, as people didn't take it the right way. I think, in terms of describing the movie, you want to make sure you. But it's weird. But it's like people shouldn't get that upset before the movie came out. It's like it's an aversion of it. I remember when, this is a side note, where Zack Snyder was doing a podcast interview with Joe Rogan talking about Batman. People got upset. It was a 20-second clip. Like, watch the whole clip. It's a weird thing, and I think I know Rachel Zegler was posted an emotional tweet about Donald Trump being elected, which was intense. I'm not against it, She was really clearly upset, like many people was, but I think the language was a little bit intense. But she has a right to her opinion. Yeah, there's just a lot going on, and I think this movie was doomed for the start. I saw some behind the scenes photos. It seems lovely, and I'm happy for her. It's just unfortunate. I think, but yeah, the songs were really great. During the beginning of the movie, the actress who plays young Snow White's awesome. She was really cool. I think all in on this. The Andrew Burnett guy, he's going places, and I've enjoyed watching Rachel Zegler's career for a while. You Jersey girl, what? But I think the biggest hurdle is with Rachel Zegler is we have to celebrate the fact that this woman was a musical theater enthusiast, a YouTuber. West Side Story was her first ever film. Imagine you're auditioning for a film, happens to be a Steven Spielberg film, and a musical. West Side Story. Previously done by Rita Moreno, written by the late, great, Stephen Sondheim. Oh, thank God I remember his name. Then you go on to be cast in a Hunger Games franchise movie, a superhero DC film, and then you're a Disney princess movie, and then doing all this press and fame. Like, her fame skyrocketed from 2020 on. So I can't imagine what that's been. I'm sure it's been a joyous, but actually watch her YouTube channel. Her YouTube channel really illustrates the journey she's been on. I can't imagine. I'm sure it's been beautiful, but also difficult. But it kind of baffles me, the type of hate that she's getting. It's like, it's unreal. And actually, I'm going to play a clip from one of her YouTube channel videos. I think it illustrates so much who she is as a person. Look, everyone's entitled to your opinion. I think we're living in a time where it comes to the, Palestinian-Israeli conflict. People have their opinions about it. I respect it. And I'm not going to try and mansplain people getting emotional about it. But it's unfortunate we're living in a time where it's attacking people. Millie Bobby Brown had to go through this recently. It's heartbreaking. It's unfortunate we're living this time like that. Again, how do you feel about Gal Gadot? All right. Also, here's another thing that's really unfortunate that breaks my heart a little bit is, first of all, I love John Leguizamo. He has been a pioneer for Latinx, Latina representation. And it's interesting. I've just been thinking, like, look at Blue Beetle, Hispanic lead. That movie bombed because of the strikes. Let's look at you have Snow White, this Disney princess film, Snow White. It's not doing too well. It's most likely going to bomb. Hispanic lead. Then we go back to Wish, Disney's Wish. Ariana DeBose, wonderful actress. Disney princess animation, bombed. And we could have had a Supergirl, Hispanic Supergirl, who carried the press storm that Flash when he bombed so poorly. Sasha Kaya's done a Supergirl, but I hope her career goes well. Yeah, Hispanic Batgirl, which would have been amazing. Movie, acts, canned, no longer happening. We had a Hispanic lead in a Transformers movie. We didn't do very well, but it got pretty good reviews. It's amazing how we're seeing all this beautiful Latin representation, but even in the heights, but yet the reviews aren't great, but it's bombing. And it's a darn shame. It's unfortunate, and it's unfortunate where people are crying over representation. People don't show up, and on top of that, we're living in a world right now where people are denying the power and beauty of representation, and that's going by the wayside slowly. Now, I get it. Yes, in terms of the movie, I understand the criticism. I think Ryan George's pitch meeting illustrates some excellent points, and I understand that. Yes, make a good movie. I get it. You can make the argument this movie shouldn't have been made. Fair enough. It's a weird thing living, especially now with Captain America, barely making enough for the box office stuff. It's weird. It's a weird time. Even going back to Ariana DeBose, she's been in some amazing films. A lot of recent films they have not done very well, but she's a great actress, and I hope she continues to create art. So it's a weird time we're living in now. I think the sad thing is, though, about all this is that we're also living in a time where those days when, when you were a kid, you watch a trailer or a TV spot, or you hear a review on the radio, like the Malton, or, Malton, Richard Malton, Leonard Malton, Richard Roper, Charles Ebert, Richard Ebert. Those are the top reviewers who were around, but now it's unfortunate that with all this social media stuff, movies are being, I think in a way, when it comes to blockbuster films, I think with the dawn of, 10 years ago when the trailer reaction for Force Awakens came out. Think about when the first trailer reaction. You remember doing seeing trailer reactions. I think it was Star Wars Force Awakens. And for better or for worse, the reaction for seeing the trailer for that film was beautiful when Han Solo came out. Watch that trailer. It was beautiful. And it created a new generation of content creators and film critics and video esque, which has been beautiful. The problem is, though, with these blockbusters now, is that we've become spoiled. That you want everything right now. People are dying to know all the secrets. Because secrets is viral. Viral is likes, chats, views, money. It's a shame that we live in a world where you have to be careful what you watch. Because if a new show comes out and you don't catch it in time, it can be spoiled for you instantly. Even in thumbnails now. In a weird way, especially reading a quote by Corey John with his comment, he wrote something that streaming killed movies and binging killed television. Think about that. It's a weird time living in, though, where it's like, where it comes to rumors and people's views have just sort of tarnished movies before it even comes out. Superman movie, let's not even go there. Anyway, going back to Snow White, I'm going to end it on this. Rachel Zegler is a fantastic performer. This movie is not perfect. It is not horrible. I enjoyed it for what it is. Didn't quite stick the landing, though, but I think watching behind the scenes, you see the love that's on set. And there's a passion put into this. And it reminds me of the behind the scenes of Hunger Games, Battle of Songbirds and Snakes. Wonderful. So, I will end on this, and I think this will encapsulate how much love I have for Rachel Zegler. I hope that she continues to soar higher, further, and faster. And here it is. And I'm going to end on there. That's it. Let me know what you think. It's a weird time living in for sure. It really is.
Friendships that were made. There were heartbreaks that I experienced in the span of 2 months.
Oh, this is from 2023. So, yeah, context.
When it came to friendships and when it came to...
Oh, sorry. That's from our Rachel Zegler's YouTube channel. This is her property, not mine. So I'm not making money off this. So don't sue me. Sorry.
Ton of different things. You experience life in such a wild way when you are on your own for the first time. You become so aware of everything that you don't know. And there are some people in this world that will have grace for you. They will say, you know what, you're 21, you don't know what you're saying, you don't know what you're doing. There are others that will say you're 21 and you should know better, and they might be right. They might be wrong. Honestly, it depends on the situation. And then there's the internet that has no grace or forgiveness for anybody for anything. Sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes it's a ridiculous thing. It is what it is. But I'm thinking about it a lot more. And I feel myself getting angrier than I've been about it before. I think I've been a very guilty individual and hold a lot of negative feelings towards myself because of it, without acknowledging the fact that I am allowed to be 21. I am allowed to learn lessons. I want the audience to understand I'm talking about my personal life here. So if you clip this on Twitter, please include this. I'm talking about my personal life. The dumbass stuff I've done on the internet, the dumbass things I've said, I don't absolve myself from that. I'm not sitting here being like, I'm 21, please forgive me. The stupid shit I've said and done is stupid shit. But I just want to say, in my personal life, I intend to move forward with a lot more grace for myself as I grow. Because I'm 21, I am a baby in the eyes of the world, and I need to understand that there is a lot that I don't know. And I won't know it until I learn it, until I feel it, until I understand it, until I can see it in my hands and say, I am not broken. I am just learning. My break is not my end. And to everyone who hates when I win, The winged victory came to the Louvre in pieces, and people still line up to see her. And I can only hope that despite my flaws, and despite my cracks and my breaks, and there are many of them, that at every premiere and everything I do, people will wait in line to see.